Hi everyone, in today's video, Hitotsu Regyo o Manzoro Koto, honoring the principles of etiquette. But first, if you haven't already, make sure you click the subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future videos. By doing this, you're supporting the Shotokan Chronicles so we can continue to produce more videos for you. So in today's video, the fourth dojo kun, Hitotsu Regyo o Manzoro Koto. This translates to honor the principles of etiquette. But we short form it even more to simply respect others. Respect is a very important thing in the martial arts. We're supposed to respect our sensei, our seniors, and our juniors. Sometimes this is overlooked and people forget to show respect. This might be something as simple as not properly greeting the sensei by saying us and bowing when he enters the dojo. Or it could be using inappropriate language, or making inappropriate contact with someone. Respect is something that you earn, is what I was once told. But this is not the case. Respect should be given to everyone that you meet. You should show respect to people no matter what they do, no matter what they say or do. However, people can lose your respect. Never let people walk all over you. That is not what the martial arts is all about. You are practicing to learn how to defend yourself. So you should have the right to do that. But remember, words are no reason to attack someone. Whenever you enter a dojo, the first thing you have to remember is you are about to train with others. Now think of your job, your family, your friends, etc. Everyone has people in their lives, people that they love to death, but can't stand to be around for too long. It could be that they're annoying, they're disrespectful, they're arrogant, etc. This could be the same in a dojo. The people that you train with are truly strangers. Yes, you may have trained with them for years, but they go home to their families and you go home to yours. They're part of your karate family, but for the most part, you don't have to go home with each other. Each dojo is like a family. And they'll have all different kinds of people. And for a few hours a week, you'll be with them, learning from them. You have to be able to understand them and deal with their quirks. Don't take their actions too personally. However, the same is true in reverse. Every single person in a dojo has to curb their behavior. You have to act in a manner that is socially acceptable. Training in a dojo, to some degree, is a social event. You're working with others to develop your skills. Without the assistance of everyone in the dojo, your skills will never be able to improve. Now some people think that only the sensei can teach you in a martial arts dojo, but this is not true. I personally have learned so many things from white belts. Never underestimate what someone can teach you. Etiquette seems to get overlooked so much in dojos. Here are a few things that you can do to help show respect in your dojo. Number one, don't be late for class. How is this disrespectful? Well, those that arrive early or on time are now being forced to wait for you. They're putting their time. And you got to remember, people's time is precious. You go to work, you get paid so much per hour. You might be taking time off work to train. You are taking time away from your family and your friends to train. So by not showing up on time, you're taking that person's time away. Always bow and say us throughout your training. Rei means bow. Now look back at dojo-kun number 4. Hitotsu Regyo o Manzoro Koto. That word regyo. Regyo means things associated with rei. So bowing is a key component to this maxim. Never use inappropriate language. There are words that should obviously never be spoken in a dojo. But also telling someone to shut up or that they're dumb or stupid is not acceptable. Even if you think you're doing it jokingly, others might not take it that way. Appropriate and inappropriate touching. There are a lot of opportunities for physical contact in a martial art. And you have to understand what is appropriate and what is not. There are obviously areas on a person that you do not touch. And then you also have to remember you're training with children. You have to be very, very careful with your contact. This is why the idea of non-contact training is so important. Do not tell your seniors what to do. It is not your place to correct anyone unless you are an assistant instructor or you have been told to correct someone. Your job is to learn. Now, if you're in a group working together on a specific thing, i.e. Ubonkai, and the highest rank in the group isn't sure about the activity, but you are, well, now maybe then you can assist. Or if the highest rank doesn't know, it falls on the next highest rank. Remain in your ranks. And what I mean by this, it's not your job to walk across the dojo to correct someone, even if they're not doing something right. It's not your place. Now, if you're the instructor, it's a different story. But if you're not, it's not your job. Interject only when asked. Don't try to teach the class if you're only the student. Don't interject your thoughts or your ideas unless asked. I have experienced this when teaching. Some students have tried to explain things over me while I'm trying to explain them. And believe me, as an instructor, it's something that it just really eats away at you if one of your students is trying to explain exactly what you're trying to explain to someone. Respect your sensei. Don't speak when they're teaching. Follow their instruction. Control your temper. You are training in an art that can be very dangerous. Refrain from violent behavior. When lining up, do so quickly. Don't dilly-dally. Don't fool around. Don't carry on your way to the lineup. There's so many more points of etiquette to follow. But what I've listed here are some of the very important ones. If you follow these, you should be doing very well. Without respecting each other in a dojo, you're creating an environment that could become dangerous. We're essentially all trained fighters. It would not be a pretty sight if an actual fight broke out in a dojo. Now, this video comes from a blog that I wrote a few years ago, and I've written a lot of times about respect and etiquette. People obviously didn't see a lot of my stuff because it was a very small blog, but a lot of people have been told all of this stuff for years in dojos, and they just seem to forget, or they seem to have never been told it maybe. But these are things that are so important that you need to take into your regular everyday training. And I see a lot of these things happening quite often, whether it's in my own dojo or other dojos that I have gone and trained. But there's another key element that we have to go back and look at, and it's disrespect. We can't let people disrespect our art, just like we shouldn't disrespect other people's arts. I study Shotokan, as obviously the YouTube channel is the Shotokan Chronicles, but if you study Ishinryu, Wichiryu, Wada-ryu, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, whatever, we need to stop disrespecting each other. Martial arts is still one. We're still a family. Just cousins. So, next time you're on your way to your dojo and you see guys going to Taekwondo at the dojo next door, or you see some people going over across the street to Jiu-Jitsu or whatever, don't scoff. We're all in this together. Respect each other and be good to each other. Us. See you next time, right here on the Shotokan Chronicles.